Welcome to What's Your I Can Conversations, the podcast that breathes life into the pages of What's Your I Can, realize your I can in purpose, business, and family. I am your host, Kristy Angelee, the National Single Mom speaker, businesswoman, writer, and media personality. And I am delighted to have you join us on this journey. Get ready because we're here to amplify the voices of single moms, celebrate their achievements, challenge stereotypes, raise awareness, and much more. In addition to our regular episodes, we have a special segment called Candid Single Mom Conversations, where we dive even deeper into the unique experiences and perspectives of single moms. Throughout these conversations, we aim to foster a deeper connection with God, a vital element as we collectively reimagine our future together. Today, I'm thrilled to introduce you to our guest, the lovely Stephanie. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Miss Stephanie, listen, we had a chance to talk a little bit before the show. So you got some really, really awesome things coming up, vacation and all those things. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am a single mother. I do have a partner, but it's very recent, so it's not like he's kind of co-parenting or anything like that. I have a 9-year-old little girl. I just have one child. I work in finance. I work remotely, and I'm also actually stepping into like entrepreneurialism. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. So I've been in the process of like starting my own business and things like that as well.
Awesomeness. I absolutely love it. Like being able to reclaim your life of abundance is key to being a single mom, because a lot of times we feel, or single moms feel, as if what they are being served is it. They don't know how to come out of that rat race and to gain the wealth, the prosperity, become an entrepreneur. They think that maybe, think that is like a mountain that is impossible. And here you are having these amazing goals and these plans for your life so that you can reclaim your life of abundance. You are in finances and you wanted to tap on over into the entrepreneur world, and and then not only that, because with this freedom comes the ability to vacation, to be able to be flexible and have the things that you desire. So I think you're getting ready to go on a vacation. What does that look like for you? You vacation, you have a daughter, right? So tell us about that.
So we like to travel. She's been getting on planes since she was a baby. And it's a lot of preparation. When you're a single mom, you have to plan a lot, obviously it depends on your finances. So we struggled for a little bit. So a lot of planning, a lot of saving money, a lot of budgeting so that we can like do things and have experiences and things like that. Saving the tax refunds and things like that so that we can like split that across the year for fun and for needs and emergencies. Mm-hmm. So that's what we do. We're going to be going to Florida. We're going to be celebrating my birthday and visiting family. We're going to be going to Universal Studios for Halloween Horror Nights.
So is that like the highlight of the vacation for you guys? Or is this your first time doing this, like going to Universal Studios for horror, for the Halloween thing? Or is this something that you all normally do?
Yeah, I've been there before when I was in college. So like 15, 20 years ago, around there, when I used to do it with my friends. But I did take her to Disney for her 7th birthday. So this is the second time she's going to go, and she likes like sci-fi and, like scary things. So I'm like, maybe we can do Halloween Horror Nights. I mean, she's a little young, but she's pretty mature. I feel like kids that have come from a single mom tend to be, especially when they're an only child, they tend to be like pretty mature. So, so that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, you're right. Because
sorry, go ahead.
Okay. No. You are good. You are good. So birthday shenanigans, right? Going to Universal Studios and your parents, you've been able to visit them. Are you the only child? Do you have more siblings? How does your daughter feel about, being able to go and spend time with her people in Florida?
So I'm not an only child. I do have two other siblings. I have an older brother who has a family. He's married and he has three boys. And I have a sister who has two kids. She's also married. So I'm the only one that's a single mom. But my
Okay.
daughter, she's a single child. She's an only child, but she
Mm-hmm.
loves the fact that she has a lot of cousins. Because I'm the only one that had
Mm-hmm.
a child. So she has like several cousins, and she loves it. She looks forward to being able to go hang out with them. My brother and sister are only a few hours away, so it's not like they're not in Florida, so it's easier. But I don't have like immediate family within a 2-hour radius. So whenever we do have the
Okay.
opportunity, family, she gets just like so excited. She's looking forward to it.
I bet she is because a lot of family that she gets to spend time with and gives you a break as well, gives her a break as well, because just because they're children doesn't mean they don't get tired
Yeah,
of the parents, and the things that they're having to, deal with, or the challenges they have to work through with the parents. So having that outlet, I think is really key to having a successful single parent home, right? And understanding that self-care is important, not just for the single mom, but for the children as well. We get caught up in self-care for the parent, but we forget about the children as if they don't have emotions and they don't have thoughts. They don't have, the same type of go through we going through, but on their level. And they need an outlet as well. And sometimes just being with other children is key.
yeah, definitely. I actually moved a few years ago, like across the country, basically, because I used to live in Massachusetts and now I'm in
Yeah.
Texas. And I moved down here so that she could be around, her cousins and family. So because I know that
Mhm.
I wanted her to have that experience because, we have a big family. So I'm like, oh, it's not fair, for her to just her family to be like across the country. So that was a sacrifice, but that's something that I did like I feel like for her own mental health as well. So that she
Wow.
could
Yeah.
have a grandparent close by and, cousin experience
Mhm.
and things like that.
Mhm. I think that's very admirable, of understanding where you guys are and what is needed, instead of being like, okay, I'm here, I'm a single mom, and I'm just going to make it happen by myself. But you're thinking about the wholeness of both
Mhm.
you and your child, and uprooting, even though, like you said, make taking those sacrifices. You may not have had the extra money, but you talked on earlier, stretching or your finances when it tax return, not spending it all on a car just because the cars are cheaper or whatever, or going to buy those clothes. You didn't say all of that, but this is what I'm getting out of that,
Yeah. But
understanding how to prioritize your funds.
it's what I would love to do with that. I'd love to be, let me go shopping,
Right.
but no, do that.
So what does that look like for you in your finances? That takes a lot of discipline.
It does. So when so she's 9 now, but when she was younger, I actually used to be a hairstylist. And when she was born,
Come
I just was
through.
yeah, I wasn't able, like after me and her father separated, I wasn't able to continue working in a salon because they close late hours and Saturdays like all day. So even though that was like my passion, I had to stop doing that. So I ended up getting like a call center job,
Mhm.
and I kind of worked my way through there. Like I don't have a degree, but I work in finance. I'm a billing operations
Mhm.
analyst, and I've just kind of done it by asking people a lot of questions, people that are successful, people that are in roles where I wanted to be. I asked them how they got there, what I should learn. Like with recruiters and stuff, I would ask them, what do I need to learn to get to like this position? Because I feel like when you're a single
Mhm.
mom, you have so much stress, um, you know, generally when it comes to just taking care of everything on your own, that sometimes your brain just won't think outside the box and think of like a solution.
Mhm.
Kind of,
Mhm.
you kind of just like, and you said something earlier, I don't remember what the word was, but um like it's sometimes, I guess it's difficult. It's because it's difficult to like strive for more because there are roadblocks, when you're the sole
Mhm.
caregiver and things like that. But yeah, what was the question again? I'm sorry. Like ramble.
No. You're fine. You're on it, like talking about finances and how does that look for you? Being able to take your finances, your income tax return, and making it last a whole year. And so you're giving those practical strategies and tips in being able to set yourself up for success. Just because
Yeah.
you are a single mom, and I think that a lot of stereotypes and that there's this doom cloud once you become a single mom. This is your life. This is the role. This is the way you think. This is where you work. This is, what you have to do. These, what you have to accept. But here you are, you found yourself in a situation to where, okay, I know my work hours, but I do know the lifestyle I want to give to my child. I can't be there. They work all types of hours being a hairstylist. That's my background as well. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. So, being able to understand where you are and maneuver in those spaces, okay, I can't do this, but this is still my passion, but I'm going to have to kind of transition into something else that works better for me, but I'm also able to scale up. I'm also able to, create that life of abundance. And by asking the right questions, that's my whole thing. When I started out being a single mom, that was my thing. Open your mouth and talk. A closed mouth does not get fed. You gotta get through the embarrassment. You gotta get through the shame. You gotta get through the feeling of what they're gonna say about me. You gotta get through all of that because it's no longer about how you're feeling. It's about what you need to do in these moments. So your mindset, you had to have a shifting of the mindset by asking those questions. You didn't allow the fact that you didn't have a degree to stop you. You say, okay, well, there's another way. That's the whole purpose of this show. What's your I can?
Yeah.
There is always another way.
There is. So one of the things I did, because, I was working in a call center and the pay isn't usually great for those types of jobs. I think it was collections. It was like dialing people's houses, asking them to pay their bills. So another thing I did was, while I was working that job, since the schedule accommodated like the daycare schedule, what I did on the weekends was that I continued to do hair